Hello, everyone. This is the 22nd and 24th President of the United States, Ulysses S. Grant here, to tell you that this program is brought to you by Optical Illusions. Inquiring minds want to know. Hey, you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and on Twitter. And if you like his work on the Bonehead comic, you can also watch his Bonehead cartoon. The link to all these things and more can be found in the description. Furthermore, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Wrangleshank and all things Ink the Book. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
Hey, everybody! The camera is loose. I think it'll work for the show, but it just tipped over on me. Let's see. What was I going to talk about? Oh, my brushes. I thought I was out of working brushes. And no, I just misplaced this one. So I've been working with crummy brushes for the past few days. And I just set it by my other computer after I cleaned it last time. So that's good news. I also have new ones coming out, though. Anyway, let's get to inking. I'm going to finish the page I started yesterday. Oh, yeah. There we go. I am waiting on a cup of tea to be ready. This is good news. I needed this brush. I was wondering why it was so flimsy so quickly, because I just started using this one. But it wasn't this one after all that was flimsy. Yeah, that's the best brush I've used in days. That is so much better. So yeah, I was thinking this brush would last me to the end of the book, and then it was like the next day it wasn't working anymore. I was so confused. It was just tough on my hand to get the lines I wanted. Okay, so we've got his ear. This is Mr. Shivers, Bonehead's boss at the poison factory. For people who don't know, this is my my first graphic novel. I'm making a graphic novel for the first time. I've started making comics before and not gotten very far. I have a real crummy 24-page comic that I made a long time ago called My Neighbor is a Psychopath. And then I started remaking it into a graphic novel a while back called Moon Valley. And I got to the end of the first act of the book, and then I had to walk away from it. I was doing that digitally, but I also wasn't really scripting it, and it was kind of, I was getting nervous that the end wasn't gonna work out the way I was hoping in that in the way I was working. So I'm just sitting on it right now. But this is all scripted. It's it's drawn. It's all penciled out already, except for the scene coming up that I have to redo a little bit. But yeah, this is my first graphic novel. I'm learning how to do it, teaching myself how to do it as I go. And then, what is this? This is page 194, which probably means it's like 210. Because there's a bunch of additional pages actually already. But we're getting close to the end of ink in this book. Mr. Shivers always wears this smiley face mask. Because he's always so angry, the smiley face mask is better for morale around the poison factory. That was the idea when I made up the character anyway. It may or not be the reason he wears the mask in this book. Oh, hey, we've got Mo fucking Joe. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just noticed on Twitch, I've got more than 25 followers now. I have 26 followers, in fact, which was a surprise. So I want to say thanks to all the new followers I've been getting. I think I've got 4 new followers on Twitch this month, is what it said. I haven't been on Twitch nearly as long as YouTube. And YouTube's been interesting this month because I was getting like a whole heaping mess of views at the beginning of the month, like this huge influx of views at the beginning of the month. And then now I'm getting like no views on YouTube, like the lowest I've ever gotten on YouTube. So I don't know what's going on over there, but thanks to everyone still checking this out. Here, I'm gonna get some light on me. So right now, Mr. Shivers is fighting off a trapworm with a broom. There's this trapworm monster thing being sicked on him. There we are. Hair. I think his hair lately just keeps reminding me of Donald Trump. Let's see. So he's got these lump teeth, which are kind of Simpsons-y. I kind of got the lump teeth from Bill Ray, who worked on Ren and Stimpy, and he worked on Mad Magazine. He was one of my favorite artists on Mad Magazine in the 90s. He did a comic strip called Monroe that I really liked. About this, like, this kind of punk kid. He's kind of a trashy kid with a trashy family in a trashy world. I've been kind of doing those lump teeth since I've been consuming his art. So probably when I started looking into Bill Ray as an artist, it was probably the early 2000s, the early aughts. Let's see. Put a little shadow under his palm there. And then he's got this collared business jacket. What do you call it? Like a blazer or something like that. And then the collar kind of rises off the jacket itself a little bit, so there's a shadow. The seam. Okay, and then there's the inside of the collar, outside of this side of the collar, drop shadow, drop shadow. Oh, he's kind of spitting while he talks because he's yelling. I'll put one here. dude, I forgot. So my newer pair of glasses, that is, and I can't see without my glasses, man. My newer pair of glasses that I'd gotten, like, broke recently, like out of the blue, like the stem broke. And then, so I've been wearing my old pair, and I woke up this morning wearing my glasses. I think this must be what happened last time, that I've been falling asleep in bed wearing my glasses, because this pair that I've had for 5 years just broke on me too. But I was able to stick it back on, but it just fell apart again. So I gotta go make an eye doctor appointment. I've been putting everything off. So I did that. Here's his tie. I'm gonna bring it back in. I like to put it tilted to the side a little bit so I'm not covering up my drawing while I'm working on it. Hopefully. Yeah, I am still. I don't know. So he's got like a little shirt collar here. And the knot of his tie. And then that's sitting on top of his shirt. His chin is sitting on top of all of it. Okay. Here's his chin. Gonna reinforce the outline a little bit. Put them a little more solidly on the page. Okay. Then we got look how happy he is. Here's the strap for his mask. I need a better point. Fix that. There we go. So okay, and then his mouth. Reminds me, I was gonna put more drop shadow under his ear. And I don't think I finished this ear. Okay, good enough. His collar. Okay. Okay. And then his arms. He's got these like big gorilla arms. I always do the 4 fingers in my characters. Just like a classic animation thing. I think they do it to save time and money. I do it out of conformity. It was when I was a kid, I always started doing the four finger thing because all the cartoons always had four fingers. And I just sometimes I think like, oh, these characters should have five fingers. Like when I'm working on new characters, and I can't. I mean, it'll maybe I can make it look fine, but then like across time, if I keep drawing them with five fingers, it doesn't look right to me. So I always stick with the four fingers. Just thinking about that off the top of my head, I'm wondering if okay, so Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, right? I'm sure she has five fingers. I'm positive she has five fingers. But do the dwarves have five fingers? I'm gonna look that up real quick. I also have The Illusion of Life over here. No, I don't know if Snow White's in that book so much. Maybe. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. How about Snow White and Dopey? Okay, that's what I thought. She has five. He has four. Let me see. He has four. And it might not show up very well here. I am the boomeriest person my age. But anyway, I never realized that before. See, and I know on like Gravity Falls, it was the opposite way, where the characters with the little hands had four fingers, and the characters with the big hands, for Uncle Stan, he had five fingers. Which is kind of a weird production thing, especially when they introduced a character later on, another human character who had six fingers, and that was supposed to be weird. You know what I mean? Okay, so there's Mr. Shivers. I'm going to throw in these claws before I do the broom. Because they're in the foreground. Okay, and then I'm looking at another picture of these claws. Kind of draw it better than my pencil drawing implies. Okay. This thing's coming after him. So me and my roommate, we watched the new Better Call Saul last night. Now I'm just trying to remember what even happened. It was all right. I think I heard that episode last night was the one where Bob Odenkirk in real life had his heart attack on set. Me and my roommate were just watching it going like, I'll bet that's where he had his attack. I'll bet this scene was it. I say he was necessarily acting. My brother, I just found out, just got a little labradoodle. His kids are loving on it right now. They named him Rex. We're getting all kinds of pictures of him and the kids playing with him. And I think every little household of my family has a dog except me. But I don't want a dog. My roommates have a cat. I'm not I didn't know this before her cat moved in, but I don't think I'm a cat person. My sister was living here for a little while at one point, and her cat was here too, and that cat drove me crazy too. I would have thought I would like cats, but cats kind of drive me nuts. I don't think I'm much of a pet person. Like, I love my parents' dog. They have a little yappy Pomeranian thingy. But, yeah, if it were up to me, I would never have any pets, I don't think. Maybe something little like a lizard or, uh, something that doesn't get all up in my business. Cats and dogs can be very, like, I don't know. There's just too much. But I would love to have kids someday. So what's the logic there? I don't know. If I ever have kids, you know what their first words are going to be? I want a doggy. I want a cat. Say daddy, sweetie. Puppy. Shoot. Yeah. Oh, I thought I smeared the ink on his shoe, but it's pencil. And I'm debating whether I want to throw more stuff in the background. I think I'm just gonna ding up the floor. Oh, you know what I could do? One of those, like, because this floor has like conduits running through it. Not that. There's an eraser, a big eraser around here somewhere. I don't know. I can't figure out an angle that I like. Nope. Okay, where's my brush? I'll put another one over here. There we go. And then now it smacks him across the face. Bug hands, baby bug hands. Okay, and then here's this lump. Oh, I didn't realize I had a sound effect there. Usually I do those with the pen when I do the panels. It says swipe. Now let me draw his arm first. Do this one with the brush. Swipe. Okay. I'm concentrating. I probably look like a mental patient right now if I saw my face. Okay, let's see. There we go. And the trap worm is knocking his mask off. Say what? The trap worm had the audacity. There's gonna be a fist fight here tonight, yo. I saw part of the beginning of the Bob's Burgers movie last night. The roommates put it on. And then I started cooking. And then they turned it off because Better Call Saul was on. So I still haven't seen that movie. But there's like a plot line, I guess, where what's her name? Louise is starting to worry about her rabbit ears making her look like a baby. I think they were starting to tease that, she might take off her rabbit ears in the movie. So I don't know if they do or not. I assume they do. But this is kind of like a similar thing in my book here with Mr. Shivers. Are you going to see him without his mask? Okay. And his thumb in the background here, I'm going to put to black. Oh, I'm not focused. I'm sorry. There we go. It's a bit sharper. What time is it? It's 1:45. Pocket. What else? It's tie. I think that's it for this. Okay. Last panel. His mask on the ground. Thunk. I'm gonna do the mask first, and then I'll worry about the motion lines. Because I'm probably gonna have to do some white line through the mask a little bit. Man, I'm glad I found this brush. I thought, I don't know, I thought it was just weaker all of a sudden and not working for me. So the past 2 pages I've been drawing with a really flimsy brush. Well, yesterday I pulled out a size 1 brush, and that's a little too small for my liking. It was fighting with my hand about as much as the flimsy brushes. It was a little better. Usually I work with size 2 and size 3 brushes on when I'm inking these pages. So this is going to be all the inking I do for today. I think what I'll do, since it was only half the page yesterday and half the page today, I think I'll at least panel the next page before I go. I'll ink the panels for the next page. Okay, here's the strap. Here we go. Shadow, shadow, shadows all over the place. All right. Now I need my least favorite thing in the world. a ruler. This is 3, right? Yes. Let me pull this out a tad. Okay. I think it follows. No, I was thinking it followed through to this end of the mask. Let me see. Maybe it can. Yeah, it should. So, yeah, I just don't see it, but some of them are going straight through the mask. But I inked it all black. And here's like a little. Why is that wobbly? Did it pull away from the ruler? It looks like it. Yeah, I do want to do it on this side so I can keep the evenness. Okay. Now we're back in black, etc. A lot of times the areas that I do in straight black, I mark with an X in the pencils. Just kind of so I know what I was thinking. It's kind of like just a shorthand. Oh, I made a cup of tea and I forgot about it. Well, that's fine. It'll be waiting for me when I'm done. Actually, maybe I'll go heat that up again because I'm going to do the panels. That's right. Okay. So it's reheating up. I don't think these all need to be even like I've done so far, more or less even. The white left over. The white leftover. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. I barely know what I'm talking about when I say that. These like little white streaks that I'm leaving for the motion lines. I don't think they all need to be the same thickness, like I've done so far. Maybe I'll do. Almost there. The next page is a really exciting one, I think. Yes, yes, it is. It's also kind of spoilery, but we're seeing it today after I finish this panel. Maybe a little spoilery. It's actually kind of revealed earlier in the book too. I should have done. There we go. That'll change it up a bit. Okay, I think I'm happy enough with that. I think. So now I am going to get out my number 8 pen here. Size 8. And the ruler again. And look, here's Morton, Petunia. They're fleeing. Bonehead staying behind. We have someone shrieking, "Aye!" And then we have Shivers on the ground without his mask. Oh yeah, there is a big spoilery thing on this page. And it's not that he's not wearing a mask. I thought that was the spoiler coming up. I forgot what really happens. What time is it? It's 2 o'clock. A little after 2. When I panel pages, I usually do the vertical lines first. I don't know why. It's just what's right in my heart. Just follow your heart. Okay. And then here's one. It was in your hat all along, partner. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. And then okay. We've got the trap worm. Oh man, my glasses. I gotta tape these up before I go to work at my day job. At least they're staying together somewhat on their own. Okay. My stomach's growling. I think I'm gonna cook some lunch before I leave my house. Okay. And here, it's hard to tell, but we've got some graphic violence happening here. I don't know if you can see what's on the page, but that's what I'm inking tomorrow. Graphic violence. What's my stomach growling? I hope no one can hear that. It's making like some offensive noises. Not suitable for children. Oh, there's a sound effect coming through here. There's a scraw. I have to make way for this scraw, as they say. Okay. Gotta remember to continue to mind the scraw. There we go. And then oh, my back. Okay. This says redo question mark. I'm not gonna redo it. I think I'm at peace with that pose. One version of these poses, I drew his hands like 2 different ways. But I can see it working. Okay, Now, before I bug out, I'm gonna do these little sound effects. Ow, my face! I hit my face on the camera. I'm gonna look like Mr. Shivers in a minute. Aye! Yeah, usually I do this part off camera. But all the art for the whole book I've inked on camera since August. Last August. Or I think or maybe it was September that I actually started inking the book. Okay, so now we've got the trap worm. They're staring down at Shivers. Ooh, look at that trap worm. And then that's not a real sound effect. That was a practice. Here it is. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out where I wanted to put it. Scraw. And then here's a big old shonk. Look. Oh no. Trap worm got him. Trap worm got him. This is the goriest part of the book, I think. It's gotta be. trying to figure out what parts I can draw and what's going to interfere with the art. There's a lot of art flying around. Shonk. I don't know, I'm just going to do it. Shonk. I'm just going to, unless I see clearly where it's being interrupted, I'm just going to do it straight. Okay. Shonk. It took a shonk out of him. All right. So that's today's art. We did the panels for the next page. We finished the page we started yesterday. Sure, that works. Well, I'm glad I found my number 3 brush that actually works for me. And glad I finished that page. So tomorrow I'll be back. I don't even know when. I think tomorrow evening. Yeah, pretty sure tomorrow evening I'll be inking. Right now, I'm gonna go make me some lunch and then get out of here. But thanks everybody for watching. If you don't see a link in the description, there will shortly be a link in the description. Yeah, give some of those links a click. There's a link tree I'll be posting, and there's a little TeePublic shop where you can get t-shirts, Ink the Book Show art on it, Bonehead art on it, if you care to, or just look. That's fine. There's also a Bonehead cartoon that I made a couple years ago. That's on it. That'll be in the links. That you can watch on YouTube. That's it's a 16-minute cartoon about the characters that are in this book. Bonehead and Mort and Petunia and Mr. Shivers. They're all in it. That's in the links. You can also find my Instagram, Twitter, Discord, some other stuff. Anyway, that'll be there. Give it a whirl or click on some other videos. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye. Need some advice for you. Never eat poison.